Throw him out tonight. 14-year-old Noah stood frozen while rain crashed outside the mansion. Dad, please, I have nowhere to go. But his mother looked away coldly. From today, you are no longer part of this family. A few moments later, the abandoned little boy stood alone in the storm, not knowing one day he would return to own everything they had.
Dad, please listen once. I did nothing wrong. Inside a massive luxury mansion in New York City, 14-year-old Noah Carter stood trembling while his wealthy father, Richard Carter, pointed toward the door with anger burning in his eyes. "You bring shame to this family," Richard shouted. "You were never meant to carry the Carter name." Noah's eyes filled with tears as he looked toward his mother, Victoria Carter. "Mom, please say something." But Victoria turned her face away. "Do not call me your mother," she whispered coldly. "Every time I looked at you, I remembered the biggest mistake of our lives." Outside, rain crashed against the mansion windows. 2 security guards waited silently near the gate. Noah's small hands shook. "I have nowhere to go." Richard slammed papers onto the table. "You should have thought about that before being born." The guards grabbed Noah gently, but the pain in his eyes destroyed the silence of the room. As the mansion doors closed behind him, Noah stood alone in the storm. Cold, broken, forgotten. But before walking away, he looked back one last time and whispered, "One day, I'll return stronger than all of you." That night, Noah slept behind a small grocery store near a dirty alley. His stomach hurt from hunger. His clothes were soaked from rain. People walked past him like he didn't exist. Around midnight, an old shop owner named Samuel Brooks noticed him sitting alone. "Kid, why are you out here?" Noah lowered his eyes. "My family threw me away." Samuel sat beside him quietly. Life destroys some people and builds legends from others. The next morning, Samuel offered Noah a small cleaning job inside his repair shop. Noah worked harder than anyone Samuel had ever seen. He cleaned floors, fixed broken machines, carried heavy boxes while hiding his pain. At night, while everyone slept, Noah secretly read business books from the public library. One winter night, Samuel noticed him studying. "You read every night?" Noah nodded. "I never want to feel powerless again." Samuel smiled softly. "Remember this, son. Money can disappear overnight, but knowledge creates power forever." Those words changed Noah's life. Years passed. Noah grew into a smart, calm, and ambitious young man. One day, while working late inside a small apartment office in Chicago, Noah shared an idea with his best friend, Mia Collins. "I want to build a technology company that helps small businesses grow." Mia looked shocked. "That could actually become huge." Noah smiled. "Big companies ignore small businesses. I want to change that." But there was one problem. No money, no connections, no family support. Still, Noah refused to quit. He worked day and night. Sometimes he slept only 2 hours. Sometimes he skipped meals to save money for his company. People laughed at him. "You think a broke orphan can build $1 billion business?" But Noah kept going. Finally, a famous investor named Daniel Hayes saw potential in Noah's idea. "I see fire in your eyes," Daniel said. "You remind me of someone who has suffered deeply." Daniel invested in Noah's startup. And within a few years, Noah's company exploded across America.
Interviews, magazine covers, million-dollar deals. The boy abandoned in the rain became one of the youngest tech millionaires in the country. But deep inside, the pain never left him. One evening, Noah received shocking news from his assistant. "Sir, Carter Group is collapsing financially." Noah froze. Carter Group, the same empire owned by Richard Carter, the same family who destroyed his childhood. Mia looked at him carefully. "Are you okay?" Noah stared silently out the window. "This is the family that threw me away." Mia's eyes widened. "Noah, your father owns Carter Group?" He nodded slowly. "And now, they need saving." For the first time in years, Noah smiled. But it wasn't happiness. It was revenge. Inside the Carter Group boardroom in New York City, Richard Carter sat nervously as investors abandoned the company one by one. "We're losing everything," one executive whispered. Then the doors opened. A tall man in a black suit walked inside confidently. Richard stood up quickly. "Thank you for coming. We desperately need investment." The man sat silently. Then he spoke calmly. "I don't want partnership." The room became quiet. "I want full ownership." Richard's face hardened. "That's impossible." The man leaned forward slowly. "Then your company dies." Victoria suddenly looked nervous. His voice felt strangely familiar. Richard narrowed his eyes. "Who are you?" The man finally removed his sunglasses. "Look carefully." Silence. Richard's face turned pale. "No, impossible." Tears filled Victoria's eyes. "Noah?" The room froze. The abandoned child they threw into the streets now owned the power to destroy their entire world. Richard's hands trembled. "We were wrong. Please forgive us." Noah's eyes stayed cold. "Did you forgive me when I cried outside your door?" Nobody spoke. Years of pain filled the room like poison. Richard slowly signed the ownership papers. The Carter Empire officially belonged to Noah, the same boy they once called a mistake. A few days later, Richard and Victoria returned to the company expecting revenge. Instead, Noah handed them employee ID cards. "You'll work here like everyone else." Richard lowered his head in shame. Victoria quietly cried. Noah looked around the massive company building he now owned. Then he spoke one final time. "Family didn't make me powerful. Pain did." He turned toward the office window overlooking the city skyline. "The child you abandoned in the storm became the man standing above your entire empire." And as Richard watched employees respectfully greet Noah everywhere he walked, he finally understood the truth too late. The son he threw away was the greatest thing his family ever lost.
If this story made you feel something, doesn't scroll away. Subscribe to Hidden Tear for more emotional stories that stay with you long after the end. Because sometimes the deepest tears are the ones no one sees. Turn on notifications. You never know when the next story will break your heart again.